So Brian, before looking forward to this week's game, we've got to touch on last week's match against Crystal Palace. What did you make of the 2-1 home defeat?
Well, I think that when you're looking at the fixtures at the start of the season, or when the fixtures come out, you're probably considering that Chelsea's maybe the only one you would have any great doubts about, and then you come through that game comfortably with regards to the score. I think we should have beaten Wolves and at Wolves, and then you come into the game where Crystal Palace, United huge favourites because Crystal Palace hadn't managed to score a goal, and United dominated the game, 70% possession. The first chance that Crystal Palace get, they managed to score a goal. And not long after that was another bit of confusion where the United could have been 2 down. Got back into the game with the equaliser. And then you've got another problem situation with regards to penalties, which has got a real bit of a problem I can see at the moment, you know. But I mean, it's having the confidence to take them. So Pogba and Rashford have the confidence to take them. Okay, they've not been successful, and then another breakaway, and Crystal Palace hold on for their first victory in Manchester United for over 30 years. So it's a really unexpected. But I think United played well, but didn't take the opportunities. I think, well, what can see from all 3 games really, that United are very much a counter-attacking team. I think that's where they get the most of the success with. When we've got the ball and we're playing in front, we look as if we're having a bit of a problem creating chances when teams are when they get behind the ball. And Crystal Palace success is staying in the Premier League this season has been down to their performances in that type of way last season. So yeah, disappointing really to be, particularly when you're looking at the idea and the hope that you're going to be finishing certainly in the top 4, and indeed perhaps challenging for trophies.
You mentioned the penalty situation there with United. Hasn't been good this week. A missed penalty against Wolves, a missed penalty against Palace at the weekend. I mean, you were a striker, a penalty taker yourself. What would it come down to in your day?
Well, I mean, no, there was a designated penalty taker. That was it. You know, then the manager would decide who was taking the penalties, and that would change depending on what he felt and the success as part of that. I took penalties. Steve Bruce then took penalties. Dennis Irwin, then Eric Cantona. And you can see by that it's not necessarily to do with striking, because Sparky, great player, didn't feel that was his strength at all.
So after such a good start against Chelsea on the opening day, we're almost back to where we were last season. I mean, after all that optimism, do you sense there's a sense
I don't really like that we've got to go back next season, isn't it? Because we've only had 3 games, you know. And if you look at the first time that we win the Premier League, the first 3 games in that campaign were unremarkable, or certainly not encouraging at all. But Southampton again, we'll probably be looking forward to Manchester United's visit after the last couple of games. I think after maybe Chelsea games, they've been watching that, they've been a bit more filled with trepidation. But I think United can go out and play the same way as they did against Wolves, and it's important that they sort out the mistakes they've been making in the defensive part of the field. But again, Southampton will be very confident after their win at the weekend at Brighton, even although they were playing the majority of the game against 10 men.